It is what it is. Now we're on this level. I'm gonna do another save state really quick. And as you fall, you can sort of fall into this wall, and there's like an item up there. It's not really important. Uh, but yeah, you land down here, and as soon as you start, like just try to jump by this enemy and do the Juggernaut run across this fire. Here's another example of like how important the Juggernaut run is. If I run into this fire now, you see how I'm getting stuck, sort of. I can't cleanly run across it. And you cannot initiate the Juggernaut run. Well, I lied. I've tried to do that before and it did not work for me. Okay, so yeah, I think it initiates when it wants to. But it's better to initiate the Juggernaut run like on solid, stable ground. And yeah, just like we'll get up here again, jump past this guy, jump, and just run across the fire, run across the floor that is lava. In this level here, there's these balls as you see hanging from chains. They control this thing right here. That's a vent. It's an air vent that I can use to ride the current with my wings to get to the upper levels. So we grab that, and this is also our first instance of swinging off of various stuff. So I put together a little drawing diagram that at least for the RGL people, I put into our Discord. Essentially, the grab point, as you can see, is sort of above the little ball here on the chain and such. The grabs can be a little funny and finicky in this game, but they are. I can swear and say that they are not Lion King bad. Wow, look at this guy cook there. I've never seen that. So messed up. I'm so sorry, guy. Anywho, uh, you jump up. When you jump to grab stuff, you can't just jump, say, from the bottom. Whoa, okay. I lied. That a lot of times does not work. I would say don't trust it. Don't just jump straight up. Okay, yeah, see? I think what happened is that I came at it from an angle. That's the thing. Whenever you want to swing from something, it's best to come at it from an angle or something. And I was a little low there. But come at it from an angle, whether it's coming from below or from the top. And most likely, you're going to grab things if you're coming from an angle, coming from above. Such. The coming from below, you're less likely to grab, as you saw I missed a few times. But you more often than not, you just don't want to jump into it, and you don't want to fall into it. That's extremely key in stage 3 and I think stage 5. I want to say it is because in stage 3 there's a vertical section where you're going to have to swing on a number of poles to get to the top of a building. And then in stage 5 there's a similar section, but there's you might as well say like a big lava waterfall that has an open pit at the bottom. You have to come at the swings from an angle so that you can get up there and not fall to your death. So if we hit that switch, I hit this air vent now. As far as like how the air vent pushes you up, I almost feel like it's sort of luck. I don't know if it's like whether if you hold the jump button, like see right here, I'm just sitting here and it's just pushing me up right now. I think maybe if I move around a little bit and mess with gravity or something, it help sort of bounce me up, sort of like some buoyancy kind of thing, and like that sort of, and it can help push you up. So maybe when you're on these vents, if you find you're getting stuck at the bottom, like why am I not moving? I'm trying to do something. Double jumping here and I'm not getting anywhere. Try to zigzag. That should help push you up. It should. I can't guarantee. Yeah, let's go ahead, try to get back up here. And if you get stuck, at least on that part, you can grab the wall. Now there's this vent here that you have to now go up into this section up here and watch out for these enemies and hit this ball and chain that's right there. Gentle Giant discovered a skip on this part here. I'm just kill off these enemies just so get a little bit of health. So again, you can grab that ball and chain. Gentle Giant discovered a skip that if you while you're on this vent and you get bounced up here, if you line up Goliath's elbow, I'll see if I can pause it at the right point in time. If you line up Goliath's elbow with the wall up there, on, Goliath, focus. Alright, so right there, Goliath's elbow is a little bit to the left of where I would like it to be, but I'd like the point of his elbow to be like at the vertical line in this wall, like the first piece of where the wall begins. If you do that and you do an air dive, you can air dive right through the vent, like so. And if you can get that like immediately as soon as you hit this vent, that's a time save, just like that. Yeah, nice cheer, Goliath. Anyway, so that's how you do that skip. It's a little hard, probably not the hardest trick, but it's something I would say for this decathlon at least. Probably don't worry about it. If you want to do something extra, then go ahead, try it out. This part here tends to kill me a lot if I don't have enough health. So you want to hit this vent here as quickly as you can to get up there. I just grabbed like what was like an axe or a hammer. That item will let you one hit kill enemies and such. And you hear the little Gargoyles theme that plays while it's active. Once the theme ends, then it's no longer active. But you get up to this section, hopefully you don't die from that fireball that rises up there with you. And now you have to use your swings to jump onto these opening like spikes here. Grab that ball and chain, I think, to close a vent. Maybe that's up there. I forget what that ball and chain was for, really. There's a health up there. Don't really need it. There's some invincibility up here if you need it at this point. More likely than not, you probably won't come up here to get this unless you really are desperate. But grab that if you want. Do the Juggernaut run across this fire. I'm going to take out this lady here. And there's a vent right here. This vent, if you want, you can, let me down. If you want, you can swing on this ball and chain to close it. And then you can use this here to jump across and get to the next section. So let me try that really quick. Oh yeah, just like that, like so. One thing we tend to do, so we're not having to wait for this to close, this spike grapple hold, we jump up to the vent that like as it's open, and we just sort of swing back and forth to get up into here. Like if I either swing back and forth, but you do an air dive when you get far enough into the right, and then you can just sort of dive onto the platform. But yeah, it's sort of, when I say swing, it's like so, just moving back and forth left and right. And yeah, that's that. Create another save state really quick here. I haven't had to use them. I haven't had to go back at all. But as soon as you start this level, you need to jump across this pit. Kill this guy. Oh, oops. Well, okay, that works. You need to jump across this pit and land here so that you can get this ball and chain and deactivate this vent. This section is really interesting because I feel there's some really hidden time saves here that are waiting to be discovered, because you're going to see some really interesting clips coming up shortly. But after you hit that first ball and chain, you land in this section, you got to go to the left, hit that ball and chain. There's another vent. By hitting that ball and chain, that you close that vent there, and you continue to just go further down. The point of this level is to descend downward until you reach the exit. So then now you get to this section, you jump up here, watch out for that crossbow guy that I just took out, hit this ball and chain, and you close another vent that was to the right here. I close that vent, and then I come down to this section. The next part here, there's a vent right there, and I need to close it. You could then use the Juggernaut run to run across the lava here, or just double jump across and hit the ball and chain that's right there. What we do as speedrunners is the developer created sections in this level that you can basically go through the walls in and stuff. We do some stuff to where like Yeah, just like that. I didn't even give myself a chance to explain it. So what I did here is I clipped through the wall with an air dive and was able to skip that vent, and I didn't even have to close it. To do that, we basically sort of run to the edge here, and as we hit the very tail end of the ledge, immediately like try to run back to the left, but we try to air dive as we're doing it. So I'm just running to the edge and then turning around and air diving. And if you do it right, you clip through the floor like that. Now, why I say there's interesting time saves here is because there's another clip here, but I've essentially clipped from not just this, say this section of the level here. I've clipped almost from the very top of the stage as soon as I've come into the level and landed towards the bottom of the level. But it's really hard to do, and I haven't been able to make it consistent. But that's something somebody could find if they were to speedrun this game and want to take it further. Oh yeah, so that's another thing I just did right here. If you have trouble doing this initial clip here, and also if you just happen to fall and you somehow just fall into the vent right here, and you're like, crap, I'm stuck. The backup way to get around this is you can, out of the vent here, jump into the wall. You can sort of air dive as well, but if you somehow do it right, I did it one time. I don't know if okay, there we go. We did it again. So yeah, if you get somehow stuck on this vent, you can double jump into the wall and skip having to close the vent. There it is again. All right. So next is now another interesting clip, but I'm going to show the normal route. Normal route, you close that vent, run to the left here. I think there's another vent. Yeah, there's another vent that you have to close by hitting this switch here. Then you go down. And then, yeah, as you close that vent, you can swing across these if you want. We just do a juggernaut run and run to the exit. The exit's to the right there. Instead, what we tend to do, and this is probably more of a detriment for us because we'll be here all day trying to do this just to get through. There's a section right here that you can clip through. And to do that, if you jump with Goliath like around where I'm standing now and jump to the right, whoa, okay. I was not expecting that to happen like that, but that's really good to know too. So if you jump from where I was standing, there's like a little hidden lip or hidden wall here in the ceiling that Goliath basically bonks his head against. Oh my gosh, how am I doing that? That is beautiful. Thank you so much for the follow, Lisa Rocks. So yeah, if you hit that little ceiling there, once you hit it with Goliath, you turn to the left and you air dive. And usually what we do is that, and that's how we get down. Anti-strats, right? For real. And hey everybody, forgive me for not talking much. I'm trying to keep this tutorial sort of clean. Normally, yeah, we air dive down to the left here. And I tend to hold diagonal down and to the left when I'm doing that. Like once I've initiated the air dive and I'm able to clip through there. And now as we see, we don't necessarily need the air dive. We just need to bonk our head. See, I'm just bonking my head and holding the jump button. Alright, so now he doesn't want to do it. I don't know how I did that. Well, Nate, thank you so much for the host. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. That's crazy. Okay, that's something I'll need to explore later. But anyway, doing it the old way. Just like that. Jump up, bonk your head. Like, as you hold right, you hit that little wall. And then hold left and then air dive down. And you should go through the ground there. I'm going to reload that state and try to show it a little bit clean, like how this level appears. Alright, as I completely mess up the beginning there. Ouch. Oh gosh. Ignore that beginning. watch the world record run or some of the other runs. But yeah, we get up here, use the second technique to sort of eat that arrow and not worry about it. Come down here, fall through there, and then, like I said, struggle through there. Do the little bonk on the wall and the ceiling. Turn left, air dive down, and you clip through the ground there. That's what it sort of should look like. One more time. And messed up again. That's fine. A little bit cleaner than last time. Oh gosh. Instead of messing up the first section, I messed up the second section. Zigzag. Get there a little bit. I didn't need to, I think, but whatever. Come down here. I tend to just fall to the left, and usually when I get damage boosted by these spikes, like down like that. That's usually what I'm looking for when I'm going through there. But run to the edge, turn left, air dive, fall through here, come to here, ignore that crossbow guy, jump up, hit the lip, turn around, air dive, flip through the ground there, and continue forward. Alright, so this is the final section of stage 2, in which the intended strat is to jump on these rookery eggs, which I call demonic strawberries. They just remind me of strawberries for some reason, or I'm hungry most of the time. And you want to avoid these fireballs. This is normal. This isn't the speedrun strat. This is what people do casually. You jump up here. Oh, got hit by a fireball. Use my double jump to get control again. And swing from the bottom. Hold on to the other opposite side of the rookery egg. And just make my way to this ledge. Now for the speedrun strat. Speedrun strat takes advantage of the Juggernaut run as soon as you come into this level. And then using the second technique, you double jump off the top of the fireballs to grab this first egg and land on the ledge that you need to get on here. So you don't want to double jump from the bottom of the fireball because, as you see, Goliath gets knocked downward. But if you double jump on top of the fireball, you just are allowed to ride it. You're allowed to gain enough control of Goliath fast enough to where you can jump on the fireball again. And if I had enough health, I probably could ride that fireball to the very top of the ceiling. Let's see. Okay, I didn't have enough health. So I come back, I got some invincibility I need to wear off, and now and as you see, you get so many hits that you can take before Goliath just dies. I'm going to reload my save state because I don't want my lives to get too low just yet. And now we got to go through this stage again. Or go through this section again, I meant to say. Apologies. So, go ahead, hit that. Down there. There, eat that arrow. So good. And go down there, take that damage boost. Oh crap, I got stuck. I need to do my backup. There we go, we got the backup. And now, see if I struggle with this. This is what it looks like when you struggle. You're like, man, I should have just went to the left now and hit the ball and chain. Oh god, why am I terrible? And there we go. But don't worry, don't feel that way. Don't say, oh god, why am I terrible? You know, we continue, we practice and we get better. Now yeah, you start this level. Run across the fire. Oops, I was too late because I was too late. I was under the fireball. We want to be on top of the fireball. Grab the rookery egg, swing to the right. Watch out for crossbow dude because he will knock you down. Alright, so yeah, we climb up here, and in this next section is more rookery eggs and fireballs shooting up that normally you would, climb through those eggs and stuff and get to the very end. What we do instead, actually, I guess I'll show both. Do a save state here. Normal route. Normal route, if you want, is to, of course, take these. Oops, let me reload because I don't feel like climbing the wall. So yeah, normal casual route is to take these eggs, hang on, watch out for the fireballs. Swing to the other side, get around here, swing some more, wait for that to open up again, swing from it, watch out for a fireball, grab that egg, swing down, grab that. Watch out for these jerks. If you need to, there's full health here that you can grab, or you can skip it and jump into this section where this guy is. And if you go right from here, that's to the boss of level 2. I reload the state really quick. As you also do this normal casual route, you can do sort of like a little skip here. Instead of having to go underneath to grab the egg there, you can jump over that little part there. Wait for that to close and make your way across nice and smooth. Bam, you're there. The speedrun strat. Speedrun strat, you land down there, air dive, go to the edge here, time it to jump on that fireball, grab the egg, boom, you're already at the end. So to slow that down, from here, when you're up on this section here, I like to air dive down, just air dive and hold, well, air dive as you clear this first top area, air dive and then hold right. So it's nice and clean. And then do a little jump to get your Juggernaut run going if you have to. And then from here, if you want, you can pause, wait for the fireball to come up and jump on the top of it. But I guess let it rise up a little bit more than what I did just there. So you get some height on it. So you may not need to do the Juggernaut run as you land here as well. It seemed like I was able to just initiate it. Oh, because I think I jumped from, no, I don't jump from the top. I just fall from here, air dive, and then just run. That works as well. So yeah, wait for the fireball, get some height off of it, make sure you're on top of it, grab that Rookery egg, and go into the boss fight. Boss fight, I shall save here. This boss, you could if you want. As soon as the match starts, oh yeah, as he strikes his hammer on the ground, the sparks can hurt you, and he can make the ground collapse underneath. You don't want that to happen, so you don't have to worry about falling. You can hold on to the walls and to the ceilings. As you saw, he throws his hammer out at you to knock you off. Let's see if I use that little shield technique with the wings, if I can block his hammer. No, he actually isn't even giving me a chance to stay up there long. Yeah, while he does that, I lose my grip. So, alright, enough fooling around. Let's reload that state. As the match starts, I like to jump in and air dive. Let him strike the ground, and then you go in and hit the A button to do the throw attack, which now we're doing what we call the tickle strats. Just tickle him to death. Time it right. You can look at his animations that he does to see when is the appropriate time to hit him again. Like basically get into a rhythm to tickle him to death. So you can see like his hammer sort of rises up on the side there a little bit. Then to hit the A button again. I would say practice this a little bit. It's not a big. This is probably the easiest fight in the game. You can figure out what kind of rhythm you want. Like if you want to really mash it, you can. But then if you go too fast, I'll see if I'll try to go too fast here. Yeah, see, then it's he sort of doesn't take that hit. Whoa, interesting. I've never seen this before. I don't know if this is a result of the save state or what. I like that pose. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that later. That's pretty cool. As I look up his armpit. Alright, so then let's see if we hit him. Okay, now he's back to normal. Anywho, let's load that again. You can also do a shoulder charge, but going back to the first fight, I mentioned that you always want to hit the bosses with your strongest attacks first. If you do a shoulder charge, that's not your strongest attack, and it makes this fight longer somehow. Like let's say I think I hit him with the shoulder charge, and now I'm tickling him. Stuff. Well, I messed up, but we'll just say don't do the shoulder charge. Do your air dive or your just regular standing throw is your strongest attack. So just make sure you do this first. Straight tickle them to death. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. If you want to do something else, by all means, feel free to do so. And now we're coming into the future, or present day, aka 1994. You mash through the text here. Actually, you should, if you're doing a speed run, mash through the text so you get through the cutscene much quicker. And let me go ahead, create another save state while getting health. One thing to note, I don't know if you saw, my health is pretty much the same as it was when I left the last level. So that's key as you go through the levels and do health management. You want to monitor where your health is so you know what tricks you can do, what things you shouldn't do.